English.
No, I can't tell them what you're saying. Because you're saying nonsense. Okay, don't mind us. Do not mind.
El último de la Biblia para que de verdad ya.
You need to stop.
So I said.
It's like the last book is the
Bible.
Bible.
The Holy Bible, so they can get up there.
So they can get very, very holy.
Right,
okay, so this is for spirit. First of all, spirits that died, and if you don't know their names, you can say to all my ancestors that died through homicide or suicide, violent death. You can do it. The first thing you're going to do, you don't want to set up an altar for them. No, baby, you don't want that because those spirits are kind of disturbed. They're kind of low in vibration. They don't have a lot of light.
Y no es bueno tener esos espíritus también alrededor de ellos porque pueden causarle.
They can cause issues.
Salen como espíritus de arrastre.
Yeah, they can cause issues in your home and in your life because they don't have that elevation. Do you understand? So, this candle gives light, like real light.
Yeah.
So, what you do, first of all, you have to go to church with their names first. For at least, and I will say, I always use uneven numbers, not even numbers. So I'll say 3, 5, 7, 9, maybe 21. Shit, if it's like, if you really want to go hardcore, 21 services at church. Okay? So, that is, well, just give me a second because now the comments decided to start popping up and I need to focus.
It said that it couldn't cut off.
Okay, perfecto.
No.
All right, yeah. So, okay, perfect. We're going to activate it after, okay? So, you're going to go to church, Catholic church, Baptist, whatever type of church. You're going to go to church and you're going to elevate them. If you know their names, great. If you don't know their names, you do to my ancestors, known and unknown, from my mother and father's side that died, through violent death, suffer violent death, suicide, that type of stuff. So you're going to go do the service like we just explained to you how to do it. And then when you bring them home, when you're ready to set up the altar for them, what you're going to do, you're going to start it on the floor. So this is the floor right here. I'm going to put even though my grandfather died peacefully with a lot of love, and I love him, but we're going to use his picture, all right? Yeah, more. This is my love. So, you're going to put their picture, if you have their picture. If you don't have their picture, this is another thing that I do. El nombre, sí. Ponlo el libro aquí. Gracias. If you don't have their picture, there is a lot of my people that I don't have the picture. So what I do, let me show you right now. Thank you. I have their names in a piece of paper. Okay? And I got these names when I traveled to Cuba and sitting down with my grandma. Sit with your elders. That's another thing. Sit with your elders. Sit with the auntie that doesn't speak much in the family gathering. Sit with the uncle that nobody can stand. You will understand that you might get a lot of information from them. Sit with the outcasts of the family and ask them questions like, what was great uncle's name? What was great grandma's name? What did she used to do? You need to sit with your elders.
Why they call Uncle Willie Sweet Dick Willie?
Oh my
They
God.
probably didn't even hear me. I'm in the back. Well, no,
They do. I'm pretty sure they did hear that part.
They got the comments down.
Drop a heart if you heard what he said. So
See, not even one.
So I take the names and I big ass hearts too.
There's a whole shitload of them.
So I put the name and I frame them. I put them in a frame or I keep it in a piece of paper on my altar. Okay? So tú haces así y le pones los nombres. You put. You see, ¿tú viste cómo empezó a hablar español? Porque esta gente están hablando. So you put the names, put them on the floor. Candle, white candle, names or picture on the floor. And you're gonna have, I like to do it in 9 days. Again, novenas, 9 days.
¿Tú le pones copita o no?
I put water, yes.
Una copa de
And 1 glass of water. So a glass of water, candle, and the names or picture.
Una
Okay, yes, please. He's getting the water. We have the water right here. Mira, está acá. Sí, está aquí. Sorry. Okay, gracias. So, tú sabes, I put mi agua.
Your water. Let me translate that. I know English too. Dale.
Candle, water, picture, or names, or a pic. I'm going back to that because, oh, I'm adopted. I don't know who my ancestors are. To all my ancestors, known and unknown, from my father and my mother's side. Okay? And then I do prayers for them, not to them, for them. Every day. So every morning I woke up, I would do my father, my Holy Father, the Mary one. I do it in Spanish. So el Ave María, el Padre Nuestro, el Credo.
Our Father, Hail Mary, and Apostles' Creed.
Thank you. And, I will just do that for 9 days. But what I do, 2 days, I leave them on the floor. The third day, I put a book. So I do all my setup on a book. Boom, boom. Why? Because that means elevation. And that day I go ahead and I go da 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 my da da da. Next day I go ahead and I put another book. And I keep telling them, elevate, luz y progreso, light and elevation, light and elevation, light and elevation.
Y cada día sigue.
Luz y progreso, luz y progreso. And every day I put books, 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 books. And that's for them to elevate. And then I set up the altar.
Y deben de ponerlo, digamos, deben de ponerlo yendo a la mesa, donde lo van a colocar para que cojan rango ahí mismo. Digamos, si esta mesa, que cojan un libro así, que después lo coloquen.
Yes, exactly. So to the height of whatever table you're going to use for your altar.
And if it's too high, then as high as you can get it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? You don't have to put 50 books,
No.
but as high as you can get it.
Okay, yeah. And then you will set up the altar. And that's where we're getting now. Let's set up a little altar for my grandpa. So, let's go. We're just going to move these. So, I'm going to use... Okay. I'm not going to say what I want to say. Here.
Ay, Papa Dios.
Here.
The books.
Yeah, take the books. Why is the light so...
Right? Or dim?
No, dim. Like, it's okay. Well, as long as you can hear us, I'm not worried about you looking at my face.
Can you hear me?
I don't know if they can hear you. Okay, so I'm just moving because I'm going to set up an altar right here for you guys, okay? Aquí mismitico. Just be careful. I'm here. Yeah, hold these. Take the candles.
I'm going to show them how to refresh the candle.
Yes, we're going to show you how to cleanse candles, refresh the candles, and all that stuff too.
Muerto todo ese dinero que estamos sacando, que llegue triple, San Espíritu, tráeme los Espíritus. Es un dicho, San Espíritu, tráeme los tres. Para la 21 divisiones.
21 divisiones in the house. Okay, so I like using white. You can use any color, okay? Cualquier color que te guste. Any color that pleases you. You're gonna put it on the table. Boom. Okay. And you gonna listen. Listen to me right now. This is advice that I'm getting from somebody. Somebody's saying something. When you're gonna set up an altar, be in a good mood. If you're not in a good mood, you have some funky energy, you just fuck with your husband, you got into a fight at work with your co-worker, somebody caught you in the streets and you have road rage, don't set up no altar.
Mira, a mí mí me gusta, I like to joke around a lot, and it's just because it gives that vibration. You know, because when we're laughing, you know, we have like the best vibration and stuff like that. Also, we work out our core, and it's always good to work our core out. Entonces,
The workout guy.
You gotta work your core out. Entonces, si se siente la gente que está pesada,
If you're feeling heavy,
o se quieren calmar un poco,
or you want to calm
a ellos
yourself,
un poquito más.
okay.
Tú coges. Es simple, es simple.
This is simple to like shift your vibration.
Porque yo entiendo que a veces la gente no va a tener todo lo que ellos tengan en la casa de una botánica. So, simplemente con una copa de agua.
All you need is a glass of water.
3 cucharadas de azúcar.
3 tablespoons of sugar.
Que sea blanca mejor, si no, lo que haya.
White or whatever color you have.
Si hay cascarilla, le pueden echar ahí.
If you have a little bit of cascarilla, you put in there too.
Si no tienen, está bien.
If you don't have cascarilla, that's okay.
Si pueden coger un huevo, la clave de huevo.
If you can get an egg, the egg white from that egg, you can put in there.
Pero cuando tú estás malo, tú estás en tu casa, tú no tienes tiempo para ir para ninguna botánica, ¿no?
When you are in a situation, you know, you might not have no money, you don't have no time to go to no botanica.
Con un vaso.
Just a cup with water.
Agua fresca.
Fresh water.
Azúcar.
Sugar.
Y ya.
That's it.
Tú la coges en tu corona.
You can take it in your crown.
Y tú le pides al ángel de la guardia tuya.
And you ask your guardian angel
que te des paz y tranquilidad.
to give you peace, tranquility.
Y necesitas sabiduría para bregar un altar.
And wisdom, so that you can go ahead and set up your altar or whatever spiritual work you want to do that day.
Todos los espíritus tuyos.
And to all your good spirits
que estén en la norte.
That are in the north of you.
Que están en el sur.
In the south of you.
Que están en el este.
East.
O en el oeste.
West.
Que vengan.
To come.
Y me des paz y tranquilidad.
To give peace, tranquility, and assist you.
Y me ayuden y me guíen para hacer esta mesa blanca.
Guidance and assistance to create your altar.
Y deben de siempre limpiar la vela.
And always cleanse your candles.
Con agua fresca.
Fresh water.
Yo la pongo aquí, pero yo cojo de la llave.
Just from the pipe. He just put it in there.
Agua fresca.
Just fresh water.
Y tener una botella que tenga.
Or you can make a spray bottle like this.
Que tenga todas las colonias apestosas. You know, bueno, tú sabes.
Florida water. You know, Colonia 1800.
You can have 1800 cologne.
1800 cologne.
I'm gonna pause for a second. Espérate. 1800 cologne, Florida water, abre camino, which is road opener, desenvolvimiento, because that's what we all want. Okay, protection, éxito, lo que tú quieras, whatever you want to put in there that you work with. All right, the main things that we all, you know, need in life. That's what a little bit of the cologne you put in there. Then you hit it with fresh water. The people that have things with the rivers and so you can put a little bit of river water, holy water. If you got none of that, just simple fresh water and you're good. And you spray the candle. Have it ready because it's always good to have it, you know. Whether you're doing something, even you said if you feel a little heavy, I told you what to do with a cup. Sometimes having your little spray always the neck, because that's where shooting about is la nuca.
Okay, so now that we have these, we have our little tablecloth. Boom, boom. I'm gonna put my grandpa's picture. You can put a picture. I'm gonna also probably move the food to show them.
Okay, sigue tú y yo.
Sí, okay.
Y un rosario a veces cuando.
Yes. So I put his picture. And I want a whole lot of luz y progreso para él. So I'm gonna put a candle so he's always, you know, alumbrado. Mi abuelito siempre está alumbrado. Isn't he handsome? Drop a heart. So, I put a candle for my baby. Bring me the flowers too. Eso lo puedes dejar aquí al lado y ya después, sí. Después lo sube, ajá. Isn't he handsome? Don't I look like him a little bit? From where? So, loose, and you can literally do it with this alone. This and a glass of water. Why? Because water is the medium that spirit uses. Okay? So this right here is an altar. This right here is an ancestral
Simple.
altar. Simple. There you go. But because I'm extra and I love my grandpa, I'll put flowers. Flores. Put it right here.
White flowers look good, but whatever you can.
Yeah. So
Let's put it here. We don't need nothing like that.
you don't need to see me. Look at the flowers. So I put flowers for my grandpa. He used to be a contractor. He used to do construction work. So I will put for him like little toys, miniature wheelbarrows and stuff in his altar for him because he used to be a contractor. And he used to always walk around with a little piece of pencil in his ear because he used to take measurements with it. So when my children had like little pieces of pencils left, I go and I put on the altar for him because that's what he used to like. He was a very simple man. He lived riding a bicycle and he literally died on the bicycle because that's all he did his whole life. So I buy a toy bicycle and I put it in the altar for him. So any no, espérate. No, right there. Why you say that? Oh. So what you want to talk about that? You wanna elaborate on that?
Oh, so this is something a little extra lo que me estaban diciendo. Entonces, también tú puedes poner un rosario.
Rosary. You can also put a rosary.
Un rosario para la gente si él era católico.
If
o
the
si
person was
ella
Catholic.
era católica, pueden rezar el rosario cuando lo quieren darle if you want to give them light, you could read the rosary.
Pray the rosary.
Pray the rosary. Place it like that. And anytime you go to do something in your ancestor, in your ancestor altar, and you want to pray the rosary.
Louder. Speak louder.
Pray the rosary.
And if they were Christians or Catholic,
El libro.
you need this on the altar. Okay? I know a lot of you don't even want to look at it, but honey, you need it. So you're going to put it there. I'm not telling you to read it, even though if you open the book of Psalms, baby, you can make a whole lot of things happen. But that's another class.
Salma 23.
Psalm 23. Psalm 23. Psalm 23 for your spirit elevations, for your personal elevation, any type of financial issues, anything. It's a like a overall song, right? It's like a all purpose.
It is, pero ese salmo te jala el muerto también, creo o no que porque te está implorando el muerto que tú tienes para que te proteja, porque tú estás un salmo de protección.
Yeah,
entonces,
it's a protection psalm,
claro,
and it also pulls the spirit.
El muerto que está contigo.
The
Así
spirit.
mismo como tú vas a una misa, mira, para la gente que se rayó y tienen santo y se olvidaron de todo eso, que ya vieron la cabeza y tienen la cabeza cortada y todo, que tú dejaste los santos. Tienes la mente abierta como sea, y tienes todos los muertos contigo como sea, porque uno sigue con eso. Cuando van a la iglesia, el mismo espíritu, la misma cosa, todavía están ahí.
So what he's saying is that, for all those people that got crowned, in Santeria, or they got scratched in Palo, and now they, throw away their stuff to go to church, and now they become newborn Christians. At the end of the day, the pact that you did with that muerto is still there. Those muertos still living on your head, and they activate anytime you read Psalm 23 in the same church that you're going. So for all your psalms, all your Christian relatives and all that stuff, the muertos, their spirit is activating every time they read Psalm 23. So it's awesome to read Psalm 23 at your altar. So this right here, I'm going to move the camera so you guys can see. This is a simple setup, but this is an altar right here. This is an altar. That's it. I got an altar. Yay, I got an altar. Simple. Let me see. Okay. So, you see, we got the water, la vela, the candle, the rosary, the Bible, and the flowers. Boom. I just made an altar for my grandfather in less than 5 minutes. Okay, now.
Simple things are sometimes even stronger.
Yeah, simple things. Yeah, they're saying the simple things sometimes are stronger. That's the altar right there. If you have more, let me see. Wait, just a second. If you have more than one, picture that you want to put as many pictures of many people that you have. That's on you. That's whatever you want to do, whatever resonates with you. Now, because I do like feeding my muertos, and a lot of the times we do put the food on the floor though. On the floor, but some people rather put the food right on the altar. So I have a plate that I made for my grandpa yesterday because that was on the floor because we had a service for him. And now I'm just gonna put it up here for you guys to see. And something else that you can, I just cook. I like cooking. This one I didn't cook because I'm not home. So I bought it. I bought the food. I bought stuff that he likes.
Vamos a hablar de este plato para que la gente entienda mucho. Vamos a hablar de un plato.
But I love cooking for my ancestors. I love baking for my ancestors because one of my grandpas was a baker. He used to make bread. He was a bread man. So I learned to make bread just so I can make bread for him. So I just get in the kitchen, and I just make bread. Okay, but right here, you see there is food. We have, rice and beans because hello, we Cubans, that's what we do. We have plátanos and tostones and pork, chuleta de puerco, and we have alcohol because, yes, my grandfather used to drink.
So we got wine.
Mm-hmm.
Seco. You have
dry
rum,
wine, dry cooking wine,
right?
rum.
White wine as well.
White wine.
If it's dark liquor, any type of liquor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here, what we did was we split a
coconut.
Because we were doing a mash, so you use the water in the coconut, the fresh water for the, para el agua.
Yeah.
Anyway, the half of the coconut, and it's always good. You have to remember, it's always good to pull the spirit. And how you pull the spirit is with sweet things.
You pull spirit with sweet stuff.
Yeah, so this is honey. Okay, this is sugar. And a little bit of cinnamon sticks. You crush them and you put them.
Cinnamon sticks, sugar, and honey. Spirits like simple stuff. Spirit like, another thing that I saw in Cuba a lot is just sugar water. Sugar water at your altar. Spirits love sugar water. They will come like this, especially when you're looking for communication and connection. You put sugar water in the altar. And coffee. Love coffee. Sweet coffee.
And it's always good to use clay plates. Now I'm gonna tell you why, right? Within the Palo realm, we use clay a lot, right? And the reason is because there's different elements. Okay? Tú tienes aire.
You have air.
Tienes fuego.
Fire.
Okay? Tienes agua.
Water.
Todos esos elementos.
All the elements.
Que construye.
That makes the clay plate.
El plato.
So the clay plate has... ceramic is not the same? Like ceramic plate?
En el tiempo antiguo usaban eso. Porque tenían los elementos que espiritualmente uno tiene que usar. Es como los puntos cardinales. Tiene que usar el norte, el sur, el este y el oeste. Tiene que usar la agua, el fuego, el aire.
Yeah. In altars, we like to represent all the elements. The fire is represented by the candle. Air, I will put a feather or something that represents air. Incense, you can burn incense, water, of course, is already there represented. And earth, I would put like a stone or something, that comes from the earth. But if you use a clay plate, you have all of those already there. Because the clay plate takes all those elements to be formed.
So right there you have all the representation. That's the real. A lot of people don't even know that practice this shit for a while. They don't even know why the clay plate is utilized. They just do the clay plate because that's what they see, or that's what they were told. But that is why. Yo, the rooster was like, "Achoo." Where my New York dudes at? Let me get a heart. Let me get the heart for the New Yorkers. Where we at? There you go.
Oh gosh. Okay. I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you're keeping up with everything that we've been talking about. Oh gosh, ay Dios mío.
Está muerto.
Ay, ay, ay.
A las 7.
7 o'clock and this rooster singing. That's how you know,
That's how you know.
Spirit moves and it moves for real. What is that rooster singing at 7 in the night?
Montamos ahí y mira.
Ashe. Let's go, vamos, gallo.
Chach.
Ay, Dios. So, wait, let me get back to my notes because my ass gonna be here
Le
talking.
vamos a dar algo del tabaquito.
Oh, yes. Give it to them now. Give it to them now, yes.
Es un secreto que...
This is connection. Now we're gonna stop on connection, okay?
Es un
We already...
secreto...
Sorry.
Perdona, ¿qué?
No. We already spoke on the sugar water to pull them, to bring them in. Okay, this is a secret that Alex is gonna share with you guys for communication and pull in more,
El espíritu
the spirit.
puede ser el mismo que fue fallecido, que es el ancestro, o si tienen una... Si es un altar espiritual también.
Okay, so you can use this technique that Alex is gonna show you. You can use it for ancestral altar and also for a spiritual altar or mesa blanca, bóveda.
Okay. I'm gonna try my best to talk in English.
Okay.
So, this is a way that you can pull the spirit. Okay. So, for example, we're doing we're doing the ancestor setup here. All right. We know the Egun's name. Okay. We know who we have a picture of him. All right. So what do we do here? Okay. You can do simple things. You always use the cardinal points. So you can put across north, south, west, and east.
Cross in your cigar. Let me show them closer. So you do crosses in your cigar, okay? North, south,
East and west.
east and west, okay? In a cigar.
Entonces, vamos a decir, porque tengo un pajarito que me está diciendo otra cosita. Entonces,
And then,
because I use something else, but they're saying to show something. Entonces, what you do is, that's a little hard to see, right?
no, it's like a hook.
You're gonna hook.
Okay.
Place a hook in
So
it.
you're going to draw a hook. I don't know if you guys can see it right there. Yes, it's visible.
Perfect.
A hook, like a fish hook. Because what you're gonna do, you're gonna fish them.
And you're gonna hook them.
You're gonna hook them and pull them to you.
So,
For those that say, "Oh, I'm so disconnected, I can't hear them." There you go.
how do you connect? Okay. So the tobacco is a herb. All right. The tobacco could pull, or it can push. All right. It's a push-pull type of herb that you could use. The tobacco. So you're gonna see a lot of people doing this. They'll smoke it like this, or they blow it out like this to clean. That's because it's a push-pull. Okay. Now, you're working on tobacco. You put your females on always. We have it set up here. Okay, but you always need, a lot of people, they want 50 cups, or they want 50 images and all this other shit. The spirit is going to move with a simple glass of water and one candle. That's it. You don't need to go crazy. You don't need to chant, dance around. You need to do none of that. It's simple. Okay? You grab the cigar. I'm going to cut it too. All right? Because it's 2 access points. Okay? The reason why we put 4 crosses, okay, has nothing to do with Christianity or Catholicism, has nothing to do with that. It has to do with the interaction, okay, of 2 different realms. All right, so one realm will be us, the other realm is them. So the living and the dead.
That's the cross.
Okay,
Living and death.
living and the dead. All right, that's where we meet at a crossroad. Okay. And it's a 50-50 thing, too. We're going to touch on that later, because everybody wants everything to happen, but they don't meet them halfway. Okay? So now, you center yourself. Make sure that you're on a good vibrational note, whatever you want to do. People smudge, people do all of that. I go straight to it. I sit down. Okay, I start, en el nombre del Padre y del Espíritu Santo.
In the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit.
Or if you're a palero, you do Sambia Arriba, whatever. Or if you're a santero, whatever, you mojumba, whatever. Okay. Now you grab the cigar, you send to yourself, right? And I would look at his picture. If I don't have his picture, his name. Okay. And I go, me concentro, I concentrate. Okay. And what I start doing is I start visualizing him. Okay. I start calling him. And I visualize this as like if I'm fishing. If I throw I have a fishing rod and I throw it, okay? And I throw it on the other side. Pum, lo tiro. Donde esté el espíritu de Pepe y Juan, aquí mismo lo estoy buscando. El espíritu que está en el otro lado, aquí mismo lo estoy buscando.
So he's chanting that wherever the spirit of, and he's mentioning the name, in this case Pepe and Juan, whatever name, I'm looking for it. I am looking for it. I am looking for you.
Wherever you are in the other
Wherever
side.
you are in the other side, I am looking for you. And you said,
pescando.
I am fishing you. I am fishing you. And you mentioned the name of the person that you want to connect with.
Now you have to visualize you actually hooking him. So if he has a white little thing, whatever it is, you hook him on a piece of, like, listen, not to, but if I have a picture and the guy's dressed in a black suit or white suit or whatever, I'm on a picture, boom. And even if not, I'll just imagine the hook being on the person, right? Once I hook my person, I start doing this. The same thing when you're fishing and you're going to wheel them in, you're going to start wheeling them this way towards you. Remember, the same thing that you do with the candle that you give over there, because it's north of the candle, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to go north because you're on that side, buddy. And then you're going to go south because I need you on this side. And you start pulling, boom, boom, boom. And you use your mind because it's the strongest tool. You have the biggest muscle. You start bringing it back. Boom, 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 boom. And you imagine that spirit coming closer, 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 and closer, and start talking to them. It's been a while since I haven't seen you. Oh, I miss you. And if you get emotional, even better, because it's a form of purging and it's a form of pulling. Okay, other things that you could do, okay, besides the water, is have coffee. Espresso coffee, none of that water folgers down shit. No, you want espresso, something strong. Okay, that's a little extra. But with this, once you have them close, then you start smoking. Te prende el cigarro y te pone a fumar.
You want the lighter? Where's the lighter?
Bueno, estoy dando todos los secretos aquí, pero touch. You light the cigar north, south, east, and west because you're communicating. Just don't light it to light it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, yes, given, the spirit's going to take whatever you give them, but you want that stronger bond. You feel what I'm saying? You always want that strong bond. And a lot of people ask me, I'm pretty sure thousands of people ask you the same shit. Like, oh, I feel disconnected. How do I connect? What do I do? What do I do? It's like a redundant freaking question. You know what I'm saying? And here we're going to nip it in the butt. That is one of the major ways that you can do it. And it helps, it's helped me a lot. People get frustrated, all right? Oh, man, I don't know. I've been doing this for 5 years and nothing. I'm doing it. No. Dog.
Tabaco. Another way that I'm going to share of connection is through dreams. So when you do dream work, how do I do dream work, you ask? Well, I keep a glass of water next to my bed. Because I'm super connected to herbs, I love tea, so I make my own dream blend, which I'm most likely going to have available on the website soon. So I make my own dream blend. I make a tea with that. And I take my tea and I ask them to come to me in my dreams. Because some of you, might not be ready to start seeing certain things and certain manifestations. So, okay, give them permission to come to you in your dreams. So you put your glass of water, you can say Psalm 23 right before bed, glass of water, Psalm 23, and you ask them to come to you in your dream and reveal themselves to you in your dreams. And that's another way of communication, because I had some powerful dreams with ancestors, and they always deliver some message. Always, 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 always. I'm about to activate the comments again, so you guys can start asking your questions. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Okay, let's do this. Are you ready, Alex? Because this is about to get crazy over here.
Let's go. put it closer so they can
Yeah.
hear us.
Yeah.
Ponlo ahí contra la.
Yeah, way too much fun upstairs.
Press it already?
Yeah, I did. Okay, so let's see. Okay, all right. Is everybody here? Everybody present? Where's the wine? So far, so good. So far, so good. Did you guys got everything? Where do you get Ancestor's money from? My website. Hello. Link in the bio, baby. My Wi-Fi cut off.
Between a spirit guide and a guardian angel. Okay.
Okay, so we have to go there, back.
Why not? Mind you, there was only 20-something people. We have 31. You might have missed it.
Yeah.
So a guardian angel is something heavenly and divine. Okay. Certain systems, like in Ultra, they say guardian angel being, the one who governs you. Okay, which is your Orisha. All right, and if you don't practice these type of practices, your guardian angel would be something divine, something heavenly. All right, from the celestial courts. Now, your spiritual guide is your team that you come down with. It is your spiritual squares, the commissions that you have to walk and guide you in this walk of life that you take when you descend it down. All right, because we believe in contracts. All right, it's like a contract. Even listen, I'm gonna break something even further for everyone. All right, everybody who is in your life. They're in your life for a reason, and sometimes they stay for a season, right? You even pick those people, the people that hurt you the most, that broke you down, that you're like, you want to shit. Some people get to the point they want to kill themselves, they don't want to live no more, they get to the lowest point, but then it's not their demise. They learn from it, and they start to elevate. You pick that person. You sat down, you're like, listen, I'm about to go take this journey. Are you willing to do this for me? All right, and you do it, so there is an osogbo, que dicen en Ocha, right? An osogbo, when you go through a whole bunch of stuff, right? You got to go through the dark before you hit the light, and that is a process of elevation. We speak about spiritual elevation, elevating the ancestors. That is part of our spirits to elevate. So we descend down with spirit guides, and we also descend down with these contracts, and everybody that does stuff to us is for a reason for us to elevate. So sometimes we need to embrace it. Don't say, oh, why me or whatever. Nah, why not you? That's what you picked. You got to learn. And if you see yourself going through the same shit, if your world keeps going around and around and around, well, guess what? You didn't learn the first time. That's why you keep going in circles. Be astute, okay? Learn from it and keep going. I know I took a little further, but just to answer your question, that's the two differences between a guardian angel and your spirit guide.
Okay, we have two questions that have to do with people that already had altars set up and they don't know if any of their people. Oh, we have 21 seconds left. We're gonna come back. Okay. Jehovah Witness. Do I need to go to Kingdom Hall? They don't play with nada they don't believe. Yeah, you should go to the Jehovah Witness Church. Real quick, one of their services. We're gonna speak on spaces too. Okay, 2 seconds. Because? No, I don't want to drink too much because esta mujer está por aquí. Freaking.
Oh, but it's good wine though. I'm glad
I know it's good wine.
Because I was gonna get something else, and the guy's like, "You really like trying?" I was like, "Wow, está fortísimo there."
No, this is good.
It's good, right? It's just right.
This is very good.
Get more of that.
God damn it. Está activando.
De todo.
Oh my god. Okay, so let's wait. Let's wait for everybody to come in.
Cyrus.
Cyrus.
Oh man, the way you was looking, we was gonna set up an altar for you. My boy was done.
Listen, listen. In my defense, I'll say I was rooting to go get you and put you in an air mattress. That's what I was rooting for.
I asked you, buddy, but I was like, man, we're about to do a service for Cyrus. All shits and giggle, man, nothing but love. Look, he dying over here. I knew he was gone because I'm like, yo, you're right. He was like, I was like, yo, come in the house and go to sleep.